Hello everybody and welcome. We are live in Rome for this weekend's E-Prix. As you can see, we've got a very full field, some new liveries, some new commentators, some new voices. I am here joined by Spanish, as I'm going to call him, is his nickname. You can speak now. You don't have to be kind of shy.
I don't know what to say. I mean,
You can just say like hi.
Quali's gonna start.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say. Quali's gonna start.
There we go. Gates are down.
No, it's all right.
Quali.
Pit road's open.
Go. So, as you can see, the official report says we can go. I am sorry for all the vision lag. That's a Roblox thing that I can't personally sort out. We're stuck with it, so, excuse me. Oh well. Well, it's, no one's going to be sitting a lap here, but we've definitely got some new teams on the field. In fact, I may need to pull up the official Discord team list now, because there's quite a few.
I think as the new teams we have. Actually, I don't know.
Well,
Shoulders.
Yeah, one of them is definitely Shoulders, I should know. They've got a quite nice livery.
Yeah. I wonder who made it.
Yeah.
I wonder who made it.
No clue. Anyway, I'm the Shoulders owner. Moving on. I'm trying to find the team list here.
Oh, and some people on the wall,
yeah,
including the Shoulders.
So, give me one moment. There's a lot of servers in this Discord. I believe the new teams are Azure and Blaze, as well as Shoulders, but I'm not too sure, because I'm not too sure which teams have or haven't been here for more than this weekend, as there's quite a few new people around the block here. So, oh, there's someone in the wall. It's an Azure.
Oh, where?
There you go. Smyko. He's in the wall. He was in the wall through the chicane there, but he's back going again. We're now into the hairpin. If I'm being honest, this is my favourite section of the track, this long arching hairpin corner with the attack mode on the exit of it. You can really, really push as hard as you want when you get that attack mode when it's available in the race. Of course,
And it's gonna.
Go on.
My bad.
No, you can go.
And it's gonna be an apt opening the march. He's gonna be the first to start a quali lap. That's just that. Not much else to say.
Quite a few too many usernames here that I'm used to. Of course, it's been one of my biggest commentary gigs yet. The last biggest one I think of this level was FERL. But
ERL.
Yeah,
the
FERL, the other.
Oh no,
big
FERL.
league.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's a Shoulders in the runoff there, but it's my biggest gig since then.
We have a McLaren coming out of the pits. Breaking news.
There's a lot of drivers going on push laps here with quite a few liveries. We're going to ride on board with one of them here. With all of this V-lag, it makes it a bit choppy, but who cares? Brushes the wall. We'll see all the lap times appearing on the left side of the screen with the representative team logos as well as the driver names. So while we wait for those to come in, we see a little mistake as he brushes the wall for the driver on board with, and that is a car sideways on track.
Oh, where?
They're back going again. It was through one of the chicanes. Anyway, through the major chicane on the track, where the dual carriageway narrows, they make their way through towards the hairpin, which does officially have.
Oh yeah,
bruh. Go on, don't worry.
I didn't know I could actually put view names. Just discovered it. Wait, what's CC though?
There are quite a few CCs around the track. In fact, I'm going to put names on so I don't keep getting lost. Unfortunately, I am not fluent in Italian, so expect me to butcher quite a few of these names, and I am sorry if any of you viewers are Italian.
Oh, it's the corner names.
Yeah, they're all in Italian because this being Rome, you know, it kind of makes sense. I've not a clue for any of these. You know, more English-speaking countries I'm more used to. Valdello tre Fontana is, I think, how you pronounce this main straight. Although with that pronunciation, I think I'm going to have to put that to rest. Because, unsurprisingly, me being British, I'm not exactly fluent in many other languages other than my own. So,
Wait, so do you see them on the game or do you see them
Oh no, I've got the
like the?
track map up on my phone. It's quite a
Oh, okay.
circuits like Imola and like Spa. I'm better with, but you know, Formula E circuits are a bit more of a unique name to them, if you will.
Yeah. All right. Wait. I'm gonna get it ready. I'm gonna get it
Like
too.
Vale de Civata de Lorvo. That is also probably absolutely butchered. There's Piazza John Kennedy towards the end of the lap, so who knows what that means. They're going into this is the Pisa G Moroni. No idea what that means or who that person may be.
Wait.
But I think I'm going to put it to rest with corner names because I am
All
not
right.
unable to.
Piazza G Marconi.
There you go. He's a bit better at doing it than I am.
Thank you.
It's one of those circuits where there's quite a lot of
Oh
corners.
God! I just had a huge lag.
Yeah, there's quite a few bits of rampant lag around. As we can see, the lap times here. Fastest man on track by a country mile. We shall watch with here. So,
Why? I can't see the. I don't know why I can't see the names.
L. That will show you
Oh.
the lap times at least, which is.
Oh, it's the lap times. Yeah, because I thought on the left there would be the.
Don't worry, you're not the only one. I think that's a race only mode.
So
they don't have a qualifying mode. Yeah, here's a display of the lap times with their current sector splits. As someone jumps up to the top there, I don't know, didn't see their name, or where they jumped. Some of the newer drivers, like the Shoulders driver of Lewis Hamilton, he is up there in the field, which is, as a team owner perspective, a very nice start for the team.
Oh wait, he owns Shoulders, so he's an owner driver.
No, I own Shoulders. He drives for me under my.
Oh, okay.
I explain it badly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I have small moments like that. People call them, with Murray Walker, they call them Murrayisms. I just call them having stupid little moments. Who cares? Back onto the commentary. There's about a minute to go here of this qualifying session, and there's a whole heap of drivers here. 23 of the 24 drivers. I believe it's 24. Hold on.
I think it's actually 26.
It's 28. There are 14 teams, meaning there are 28 drivers, and 23 of them, and I believe every single team is being represented today. So,
Oh, that's nice.
you know.
30 seconds to go.
30 seconds to go, and I believe it's the top 8 going through to the duels, but I'm not 100% sure on that. We'll see, you know. Mark Martin.
Top 8 only?
Yeah, Mark Martin will be the man setting the pace, or woman, or cat in this case, as is a McLaren backwards.
That's a McLaren.
There is definitely a McLaren backwards. I couldn't grab the username there. But that is not a
slightly suboptimal stuff.
Yeah, very slightly. And that is the checkered flag. So, will anyone beat Martin?
I think that was a stranded car. I just think that was
I saw a username in it, so I don't think it was deliberate. I think someone spun out and they've got themselves stuck. And there's someone sideways on the start-finish.
Oh, someone spun in the blue dolphin, I think.
There's people over the timing line being stopped and being really caught out by it.
Into the wall, and people asking if Slipstream can get removed.
Leon has been able to get through. There's the Blue Dolphins. He's complaining about the slipstream, so he's one of the drivers that wants it to be removed. He's giving a quick honorary mention to pretty much every single driver on the grid here by showing their name at least once in this recording / commentary booth. You know, I feel respect for all of the people you see flashing up on the screen with their usernames. All of them have taken their time out of their day, much like we have, much like you have to watch this, to partake in this session, so... Although one or two of them appear to be slightly less optimum on the lap times, so... As we see here...
Oh, wait, I'll be back.
Sure, don't worry about it. Well, that's a wrap. Coming over the line they come towards. We'll all get everyone together and then we'll be able to enjoy what remainder of the session we have here, because it's a, of course, I believe the head-to-head's next. So we'll see in just a moment. All the drivers trying to complete their laps here. Of course, some of them will be going backwards to the line, to the pit lane, I should say. But yeah. Now we sit and wait and see what everyone's able to do. A lot of people unsure where they were meant to be, but Mark Martin had slipstream. Yep, head-to-head one. Mark versus Rab. Rabbub, I'm going to call him. So, Mark Martin is the man up first in quite a nice livery. Sponsored by Ultima. They're quite a prominent brand here on Roblox. They're one of the few teams that actually have a non-real life RIP livery. You see they've got BBB, Julio, Bier. You know, at least they're being imaginative with their sponsors and making up fake ones. So they're not ripping off actual companies. So we'll see. We'll see where Mark Martin is able to go. Mark Martin, the man in the head-to-heads.
Is he going?
They will be in a minute.
Okay.
Not quite sure what they're waiting on, but doesn't appear to be the right duo.
Oh, there's duels, right?
Yeah,
there's
we're going to the duels. Mark Martin and Rab are the first two. So we've got Mark versus Rab for the first head-to-head. Here's some waiting, so I'm just trying to fill it in with some... Bruno, even. He showed up as Rab, his name is Bruno, so we'll see what these two are able to do in qualifying. I love how you can see it get typed on the side as well. I like that.
I don't. And there's people complaining about the fact that there's no ABS on Formula E cars.
Yeah. Just like real life, you know, they're regenerative braking. If you lock up, you go into a barrier. You know, I've seen the events in person.
Yeah, I mean, what? What is?
There we go. There's I don't quite know why. There's a group of people doing practice starts, but
weirdly enough, I mean, the duels have started. Yet there are practice starts.
I think there's been a big miscommunication with the FIA there, but moving swiftly on.
Oh yeah, they have to activate attack mode.
Luckily, they've got an outlap to do that.
Oh, the McLaren's still there.
It's abandoned this time now, so we'll see.
Stranded on the track. From my personal experience, I've driven Formula E cars on R Factor 2, and it's I think it's because I have a skill issue, but I think it's one of my worst.
They are more tricky to drive. I will give you that. I've done them in both R Factor and Assetto, so I do know quite a bit about these all-powerful electric machines. They're more awkward because when you brake, they wiggle a lot more because of that regenerative braking.
Yeah,
you know,
it's one of my worst racing experiences.
No, I'm quite
driving.
good with them. I like a squirrely car. You know, you see me drifting through Druids in a Formula E car. It's Brands Hatch.
I feel like there's not enough grip. I mean, with treaded tires, not a lot of aero.
Well, they're moving to completely bold tires next season. Gen 4s.
I mean, I don't know if that's the best decision, to be honest.
Well, we'll see. Only time will tell, you know. After
So
all, the town we're in wasn't built in a day, was it? Rome was not built in a day. Anyway, Mark Martin is now starting his qualifying lap here. So we'll see what he's able to do with all of this. Through the first couple of corners we go. Of course, we'll get the lap times up. His outlap was quite decent. I mean, really, really awful in comparison to the times he had in Q1 there. miles close to the wall. Luckily, I had the camera right. He barely brushed the wall. Barely brushed the wall. So, but we'll see. He's 2 seconds up on his previous Sector 1 there, so will we be able to see a brilliant hot lap here from Mark Martin? The track looks like an abandoned car graveyard, says one of the drivers. Ay, ay, ay. Lot of looking up from a lot of these drivers here, so Mark Martin, purple again, so expect to see him setting, for now, the front-running pace. And yeah, for now, he's going to take the provisional pole position here, and the provisional through to the next versions of head-to-heads. Of course, this not being my first time commentating on a head-to-head session. I've done that many a times on my own YouTube and the streaming platform. It's a 1:42.2, a blisteringly fast time there. So that's even faster than the group stage times, I do believe there. So that is a very good time from him. Now on to Bruno Gamer. We'll see what he's able to pull out through the first sector. He needs to try and get a 33.7 to match. Any 33.7 would do. Anything slower and he can probably count that pole away. He's a lot down. 0.6 off. No, much more than that. It was a 36. He's 3 seconds off in the first sector. He's thrown it away.
Alright, I'm back. Who won the duels?
It's still going, but there's big drama here for Bruno, who's 6 seconds down. 3 seconds down.
Oh, he hit the wall.
Yeah.
He hit the wall.
It's green in the middle sector, but he's not going to have this. It's going to be Mark through. He's going to get through to the next set of duels, no matter what, because unless, you know, Bruno here can muster up another...
Bruno going to bail.
I don't think he's going to muster up another 3 seconds in lap time unless, you know, he deleted half the barriers on the track and just drove straight through the walls. But I don't think he's going to be able to do it. He's not going to do it.
Who knows? Who knows?
We'll see over the line here. Time will tell. He's almost at the aforementioned line. So, and a big lockup as he turns through.
God!
It's going to slow him down, classing the curb almost into the barrier. And across the line, he's going to go. A 47, I knew it. People say it's not over till it's over, but that was over before it even started there in the first sector, so the two drivers giving himself luck. Luca and Racing. Two of them are the next set. So Mark goes through to the next set, the semi-finals. And
we have Rob versus Racing, indeed.
Yeah, Rab versus Racing.
Wait, I'm eating because I didn't have enough time. Not exactly. Basically, I'm eating at the same time as I'm commentating, so I'm not gonna be able to commentate a lot.
I've got myself a drink and a snack, so it's fine. Oh, sorry for that brief moment on the stream where everything went dark. It was just my computer decided to shut all my open tabs. Got a nifty little keybind that I accidentally just hit. There's the Blue Dolphins car. Of course, the team representing only with one number here, which is quite unfortunate, but makes it easier to make this like a proper game where everyone can join and test freely. Whether you're a driver or not, you can choose your favourite livery. I'm sure you'll all make some of us very proud in what you choose. But up the hill they go. And into the wall immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Goes Rab.
That was bad. Have we ever had a situation in real Formula E or even here where both cars in a duel have how do I say it, have caught up to each other?
No, but there was a time in real Formula E, while this lap is commencing, before it gets underway, where one of the drivers missed the first light, preventing the second driver from setting a lap in the duels, meaning they were out. So,
Ooh.
so
As
yeah,
Rab takes the wide line.
to the attack mode, you need to on this lap, or else you're going to have a much, much slower second lap. Your main push lap, of course, the only push lap you really get around here. The 2D fans cheering him on while they watch a JPEG image. We love them. We really
As
do.
Rab going
Past the pit lane
the
here.
pit straight. No, pit
Second
straight.
drive
it's
all
not,
night. The pit curve.
it's not a pit. Yeah, it's a pit. Just pit.
Bend.
Pit
The
lane.
pit bend.
As Rab
Onto
is
the
about
main
to start
straight.
his first lap.
Over the line we go.
His only lap.
His first and only lap. We'll see where this puts him. His out lap was a 47. Now, technically, that can be a banker. But, who knows? Anything can happen in these duels. You know, he could make a huge mistake at the top of the hill here, like he previously did on the out lap. And if he did that, I'm sure that would spell a bit of disaster for him. He's broke just early enough. Just early enough.
Kissing the wall.
Oh, it's quite a nice kiss as well.
Racing with a big lock up.
Luckily, that's Racing's out lap. We're focusing on Rab here.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, he's on an out lap. He was out. They stagger them so we can commentate fully on both. Anyway, Rab through the first sector. It's a 33.6, so we are 1/10 up on the previous first sector time, which is quite an interesting thing, which means the track is ramping up well and truly in favour of those who go later. So, who knows? I'm going to keep chat shut because there's quite questionable stuff going on in there. Anyway, we'll see what happens on his lap here through the middle sector. It says 26.4. That's relatively on the pace, so we could see an even faster time.
He flies past the pits.
Oh wait, I believe that was Racing's
slightly suboptimal line.
Anyway, across the line, he's going to go a 42.4.
142.4.
I think that was Racing's lap. So we'll see if
I think it was as well.
yeah, because if
As
oh, accidentally opened the taskbar.
yeah.
If we have a look, yeah, he's already set a lap, so this is his lap. He's going to cross the line. I'm pretty sure Rab has got it.
Oh yeah.
But we'll see across the line. I've seen much weirder things than this unfold, so... I've seen someone not improve
Rab has it.
at
Rab got
all.
it.
You know, I've seen people not improve at all on their laps, like in any sector, and, well, get a much faster time. Unfortunately,
Wait, I just
I can't...
don't understand why they were complaining about the slipstream during practice.
Well, unfortunately, I can't watch Lewis here, so it will have to be me watching Astronomical.
Yeah, I can't watch Lewis either.
We may need to rejoin. Because even resetting the camera, I can't. Unfortunately, we will have to rejoin the game, which is I've just died. Ah, thank you. No one has shown up now. Brilliant. There we go. Right, I can now see Lewis. Thank you for that. I'm going to watch Astronomical here.
Oh yeah, I can see him now as well.
In the apt. It's quite a decent livery. We've got two really nice liveries going against each other here. So, I don't really mind who comes out on top with this one.
I prefer the Shoulders livery.
Yeah, I don't mind any of them. There's one or two that are very questionable, I feel, but I'm not going to speak any... I'm not going to say anything negative about any of the teams on live commentary, of course. I must keep a positive attitude to everyone. Positive attitude to everyone. I'm allowed to be biased because I'm a team owner. I always show bias.
Hey, this race is good.
Anyway. But anyway, moving along with this session. Astronomical Fish, the fishy man, weirdly, there's a driver in a different league called Fishy that is driving for Shoulders, so it all goes full circle eventually.
And interestingly enough, the out of someone, I don't know who that is, that's Rab, says, Mark is my right ball.
We're just gonna pretend like none of that is going on, and we're just gonna continue on with this commentary because there are some quite weird people here. The drivers get a bit bored when they're not driving. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed their job is driving? I love Mobile 7. Just seen that on the front of the
coming down
apps.
the final corner.
Into the main straight, which is technically not where the timing line is, but who cares? In real life, it's between the pit lane. But anyway, moving along into turn 1, a light kiss on the wall through the long curves of 2 and 3, where we've seen real big incidents in person through these corners. Then we go uphill for turn 4. It's quite a violent uphill as well. The cars can grab a bit of airtime. Oh, and he brushes the wall in turn 4. Quite a big hit. Into turn 5. Is it going to be the same mistake? No. Keeps it planted. It's a 34 in the first sector. We've been seeing 32s and 33s. So, for now, it's not the best time for Astronomical. Almost into the wall again. Lewis is also on his lap. He's on the uphill, brushes the wall. We'll see. We'll cover the sector splits as they appear to us. Does Lewis hit the wall? No, he keeps it off.
No, but he collapses the curb.
That will be fine. It's a 26-4 in the middle sector from Fish. And it's a 34-0 from Lewis. So it's going to be a very close qualifying session here for these two drivers. Who knows? Clutching the curb could be the slightly faster way to do it. If either one of these drivers makes a big enough mistake, it could be disaster for either of them. Fish is going to be coming across the timing line here. He's got one more corner to go. Hamilton coming through my favourite hairpin section here, brushing the wall heavily. That's not going to help him much. But Fishy into the final corner. Right. He could be trying to optimise the exit, but anyway, Fishy across the line. It's a 42-7. I don't think Lewis is going to... Oh, pardon me. I don't think Lewis is going to have this in the bag, but we'll see. He's got less than a sector to go here, so this will be close no matter what, because the times are about a 10th difference at the moment. We'll see across the line. Has Lewis thrown it all the way in the final sector? The only thing we'll see is the times across the line. He's hit the wall in the final corner. Has that cost him? Across the line, it's 1.1 gap. But that is one of the better times. So at lowest, he's going to be starting 6th here. So that's at least a P6 start for Lewis, which is on debut for him and the team. Not that bad.
I like rice.
Well, we've got Simon versus Leon here, two people with normal names. Finally. You know what I mean. We're all just having a bit of fun, and again, some okay liveries. One based on the real team, and
fuck, I'm dying.
Try not to swear, please, because we are trying to be child friendly. I'm sure that'll be bleeped out.
I'm choking on a rice. Yeah. I'm choking on rice.
I'm sure this part will be cropped out by someone eventually. I hope. But we'll see.
Leon going for his when SF1 SF? SF? What the hell is that? Anyway, semifinals, my bad. As Leon, pretty much.
Anyway, we'll see what this lap is doing. I'm not really going to say much because I've probably had that realization that these parts are going to be edited out. So it is what it is. It's probably just going to be the head-to-heads cut up.
It is what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And up and
Miles
too
wide
high.
into the tag mode. If he does that on his lap, it will surely be over. Simon is also on his way. Oh, and lock up
Oh,
into the wall
slightly
from Leon.
suboptimal stuff for Leon.
Right, then we'll see what he's able to do here. Around
Simon takes his attack
past
mode now.
the pit lane he goes. And into the final corner. Which is this slightly awkward left-hander. Then down and over the line we'll go for Leon here in a rather nice livery. We'll see what he's able to do. Slight lock up in turn 1, keeps out the barrier quite importantly for him on the lap to keep that away from turn 1. Through 2 and 3 here, these long uphill corners. And he brushes the wall. Through 3. Up into 4 we go. Will he make a mistake like previous laps that we've seen? Yes, he will! Leon with a big
Going to the
moment.
wall!
Huge moment there from Leon.
But Simon has hit the wall as well.
So both drivers so far on their lap have hit the wall, and it's a 36 from Leon. He could try to salvage this from Simon, but we'll be able to tell when Simon gets through the middle sector mark. But the first sector mark, yeah, Simon's up by 2 seconds.
Oh, Leon hit the wall again.
I think it's all over for Leon here. A superb start to the weekend for him has ended in disaster with that mistake. And
He's locked up.
oh, it's a 26-6. He's trying to recover that time, but I don't think it's going to be there for him. I really don't think Leon's going to have the time.
Simon with a
Maybe.
slightly slower sector 2.
Simon being told to crash. We'll see anyway. Leon, 2 corners to go here on his push lap.
Oh, yeah, he messed up that corner.
Slight lockups, almost into the outside wall. And across the line.
45.7.
That I don't think is going to be enough. We're going to watch Simon here. We'll see what Simon's able to do. He's got the last corner to go. Well, we see it here. Simon's through by over a second. Wow. So it's Mark Martin. So Mark Martin, first man to go out of the 2. It's going to be him versus Rab. Everyone giving him little sentiments of love.
Wait, Ed is here? Where's Ed?
Yeah, he's a driver.
Oh, yeah, he is. But was he in quali though? Not sure.
I'm pretty sure he'll be able to start the race no matter what.
Okay. As Mark Martin now. Yeah, these are really fast corners. I mean, it's. Yeah, but oh my god, I'm doing Danica Patrick stuff. Yeah, not much to say.
This cat is going to do well, I feel.
Oh yeah, it's Rab and Mark. Oh, I didn't see that.
Right then, with this lap eventually starting, He takes attack mode. And we'll see what happens
Ooh!
as it unfolds.
Slight hit. Slight hit from Rob.
We'll see what happens with this lap.
So Mark Martin comes around the final corner to start his first lap. I mean, his only lap.
His main lap. This is the lap that will count.
His
'Cause
only lap.
if he fails this, then he will be out for the duels. And if that happens, then it's going to be disaster for him, because he's going to be at lowest P4 but at highest P3. And I'm pretty sure a man of this pace, who I believe is quite high in the championship, will not like that sort of event happening. And of course, I believe could be quite a nice thing to get a pole here for this man. Identical outlaps as well. It's a 33-4 as they set identical outlaps.
Oh, yeah.
That is quite cool. So the two drivers quite close on pace here, going for this head-to-head session. We'll see what they're able to do. So it's a 33 in the first, and we'll see what goes on.
Locking up a little bit.
But yeah, through the middle sector, it's a 26, and Rab is in a 34 in the first sector, so kind of close, especially compared to those outlaps. Mark going wide, as we see in chat. Slightly dipping in and out of the chat. And it's a 26 too, so the lap times are getting relatively close now. Are we going to see a brilliant rebound from Rab here? Across the line, Mark's going to go. It's a 32.5. Rab in the Blue Dolphins car has the final few corners to go.
Sorry about that.
Over the line we're going to go, and it's going to be... Rab is through! Rab knocks him out! Oh my goodness me, I said it was a last-ditch attempt, and it really was! Rab goes over the line and takes it away from Mark. That is one of the best comebacks, and I think the fastest final sector we've seen in a long time. So
we're gonna have Astro versus Simon.
Yep.
As Astro exits the pit lane.
An Astrofish.
No, do I have noise reduction? Oh, I do. Crap. I'm going for an outlap as well. Astro with a 34.6 and a 26.8.
Well, it's an outlap, so nothing really to phone home about.
Yeah, I mean, it's outlaps. I mean, I guess we could do a, like in NASCAR, you know, the crank it up. I mean,
Yeah,
the
these are going to be edited out anyway. I've been told this already. These little bits
yeah, nice.
between them. So, we're going to be able to see what happens after this guy crosses the line.
Oh, sorry, sorry about that, Simon. How? Simon spun as
Well, we'll see. But
Astro
anyway,
into turn wide.
Astro, yeah. Up the hill we're going to go. We'll be able to see if this man will be going against Rab at the end of the head-to-heads. Because if that is the case, then we're going to have quite a nice, quite fast comeback. And everyone's talking about the comeback from Rab in general being quite a nice comeback. And, well, who knows what can happen here? All sorts of stuff could happen this session. Astro, so far, it's a 33-8. It's a very decent first sector for the apt driver. We'll be able to see what he can do through the next part of the lap.
And oh, Simon! A little bit of wall riding.
Can't really
If
get
you can
away with
call
that
it that.
around this track because that will lose you time. Through the middle sector, he's slightly down. Astro slightly down with a lockup. But we'll be able to see what he's able to do out the last sector. It's a 34.5 from Simon, who we're going to start tagging onto here. Will he be able to start clawing it back? Because it is quite close in the first 2 seconds. He made a big mistake through the
Simon's hit the wall.
chicane. Outside and the inside of that barrier will not help him at all. And I believe it's going to be fished to the line here. Astronomical. It's a 43-1. That's going to be tricky to beat in this current situation for Simon. Will he be able to match? Because he's, look, it's almost a second down now. About half a second there, but Astro is saying it's a bad lap. Both drivers in this one struggling to put the power down and get it really, you know, through properly. But I don't think Simon's got this. Unless he can do another major recovery over the line. We're going to see it here. It's a 44-1. Astro is through
Almost a second
by
slower.
almost a second. So it's Rab versus Astro. This is going to be a brilliant final head-to-head.
Oh, it's the finals. Amazing.
Yep.
So you said Rab versus Astro, right?
Rab versus Astro. People are saying Rab is going to get pole, including the driver he's up against, so we'll be able to see what happens when these two get their laps in.
As Rab goes for his outlap at the moment.
Just going to quickly reset so I can spectate him. We've got Rab going through the first sector now. Will he be able to clinch that pole position?
Probably. I mean, he had some nice pace around this track.
Well, he really does. You know, with that epic comeback the previous time. We're going to follow by a 3-minute break.
I'm gonna try to finish eating because I can't be commentating and eating at the same time.
Well, it's the break lap, so everyone can do whatever while this happens. But,
Rob, around the final corner, come across the line,
To
start his
start his
lap.
push lap here, we'll see what is he able to do. The outlap so far was a 145. So, provisionally, he's going quite well for him. Is Rab. We'll be able to see what happens towards the end of this, though. But, of course, this being the fight for pole position here, kissing the barrier there. Rubber to concrete, metal to concrete.
And Astro starts his lap. Let's see what happens.
7 with Astro starting his lap. We'll be able to see well and truly what can happen here. They're about a sector apart from each other. I make it about 34 seconds apart. So, once it's all over, we'll be able to tell which of these drivers will be on pole for the Rome E-Prix.
And Astro's hit the wall.
Oh!
Astro's into the wall, so that's gonna compromise his
Oh,
lap.
and again!
Oh!
More mistakes from Astro.
Rob drifting as well.
Rab, for now, he's going blisteringly fast on this lap here. His small mistakes are nothing in comparison to Astro's. So I think the safe bet here is going to be Rab is on pole for the E-Prix here today, giving Blue Dolphins a pole position here in Italy. Which is...
Not over yet. It's not over yet.
It's not over yet, but I think it would be a safe bet as there's a
Rab
kiss on the wall there
through
from
the final
Astro
corner.
and Rab across the line. It's going to be 43-1. And I'm pretty sure Astro is not going to be able to match that on his current pace. I mean, he's 2 seconds off nearly in the... He's average. It's like 2 seconds off if you add them all together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I think Rab is your pole sitter here.
And who knows, maybe
I don't think it's going to happen.
Astro finds a loophole.
I don't think he's going to find a loophole or anything. Yeah, it was a purple final sector, but it wasn't enough. And
Rab's on pole position.
Rab is your pole sitter here in the streets of Italy. And we're going to have to cut to a little break because we give everyone a little break, as you can see at the top of the screen. Thank you all.
Right.
And there's a break, so this will all be edited out.
Man, I'm gonna finish eating because I'm struggling. Fuck. That's edited out, so. Alright, so I'll be right back. I'm back.
Okay.
31 people, what the hell?
The majority of those are drivers, I hope.
Alright, so. Did the formation lap start?
Nope, not yet. Everyone's on their way
Oh, no,
to
they're
the grid.
just. Rome. Sorry about that. Astronomical. Oh no, never mind, it's Rab on pole. Should we do the grid or something?
Oh, I'm sure I'll be able to do it at some point.
Oh, no formation lap.
You know what, in fact, I'm going to set this up. I'm going to pre-record this and then voice over it later.
So, no formation lap. We are gonna start this race once it gets started. I mean, can't be more explicit than that.
Just pre-recorded something that I can use later if I need to do a voiceover for the top 10.
Mandatory pit stop, your mistake, attack mode twice. As we are getting ready for start of the Rome E-Prix. EC 2468.
CCs is the max because I'm pretty sure there's no CCs on this track. Or there's barely any, hence...
I mean the walls, just walls.
Yeah. Can't really see if there's a wall in
The
the way.
chicane in sector 2 and attack mode corner.
See?
Yep, we are ready.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit, wait, you have to say.
That's it in chat.
Crap.
Right. Drivers are going to say when they're ready, and with that, we should be ready to go green here in Rome. As you can see, it's a fully packed grid.
Whoa!
A lot of
I can't even see the bottom of it.
A lot of the names will come off after the first lap. After 24 laps, we will see which one of this very, very packed grid of drivers will be the race winner. We have 23 drivers sat ready on the grid, and they are all ready to go, and we're going to see it here. The lights in just a moment are going to activate.
Like if everyone comes up on
Yeah.
Oh god damn it. Alright.
And the lights are on. 3, 4, 5 lights on. And it's go, 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 go in Rome. We are green flag running for the race here today. It's going to be a brilliant start there from Rub. But the man in third, Mark, is looking for a move. And the man in second is going to try to take it. I believe that's Simon. No, it's not. It's someone completely different. I forgot who qualified second, which is really bad of me. But he's through to the lead.
Astro. It's Astro.
Astro's taken the lead there provisionally. And just behind, there's all sorts of fighting going on. All the V-lag, you can barely tell what's going on. But all I can tell you is one of the Shoulders cars has moved up into the top 3, the top 4 there. And I think your pole sitter has just about got the lead back again. Someone reporting a screen freeze early on, but we'll see where that puts him eventually. And there's a lot going on. But all we know for sure, it is Rub leading the race.
Mark is coming on.
Yes, he is. Mark,
I'm not sure now.
Mark is trying to make the move against Astro here. What will we be able to see towards the midpoint? And Mark is through. And of course, they can use 2 attack modes to their willy-nilly here. And Mark is through, and he's going to try and make the move again here on the race leader and the pole sitter. So who knows what could unfold as we continue on with this race. On this way with this race is what I was going to say. Super has taken his attack mode here. So one of the people starting towards the rear end of the field has chosen the attack mode. Very early choice this early on. Especially given the fact you only are allowed 2 of them in the race. So could we see possibly early moves here? The timing tower will now fix itself so we can see roughly who's going to be where at the end of each lap. So expect to see a lot of names towards the bottom fall off. Both Shulver's cars making moves in the pack there. A few other moves from a few other people like Mark and genuinely a lot of moves on that opening lap. Unfortunately, someone has had a big moment there and has fallen right to the back of the field, miles off the nearest car, 5 seconds drift. But the real fight here is up at the front. So we'll see.
Here comes Mark already.
Yeah, Mark possibly on the ability to make a move. Just, I think, biding his time till the car ahead gains an attack mode. But we'll see what he's able to do there.
Rob still ahead of Mark at the moment as they go into the slow chicane. Then into the big hairpin.
Yep.
And no, I thought Mark would be going further.
In the top 5.
Oh, Mark might have a better exit.
Yeah, no one in the top 5 has taken attack mode. We may see 1 or 2 people try to take it here, but we'll be able to see what happens when it happens. As you can see, 23 people still remain in this race.
And Mark is right on Rab's imaginary gearbox. At the moment.
Motors, on the back of his motors.
Yeah.
They are really generating a gap from the rest of the field here. They're shooting off into the lead. If this gap had a visualization at the top of the screen like an R Factor, you'd see there is a monumental gap between these top 2.
Oh, indeed.
I'm going to run on board with the rest of the pack, seeing there's a decent battle unfolding here for the rest of the field. But the rest of the field's starting to drop back a bit.
And Bruno getting past fold up P11 into turn 1.
Here we watch Super, the first person to take attack mode this race. As you can see, everyone has 2. Super, the only driver at the moment with just the 1. So will we see him with a later moment here? We're watching one of the drivers towards the mid-pack of the field. We're just going to cycle through back to Martin. See what he's able to pull off in this.
Top 2 has a big margin.
Yeah,
at the moment.
3 seconds at the moment. That gap could shrink or could grow, depending on how Astro is going to be moving. Pulsitter is under threat as Mark brushes the wall there. He went quite sideways on into that barrier.
Rob locking up. And Mark's lost some ground now.
Yeah, that big rub on the wall has cost him some time. But hopefully he'll be able to get back on his run as
one of the ATARs.
Yeah, Hizzy has taken attack mode there. So Hizzy Fizzy will probably see him start to push through the field here with the extra 50 kilowatts of energy being pumped through his car. But of course, this now puts him at a negative push because he's now going to be down in attack mode during everyone else's attack mode. So all the positions he can gain here, he will eventually lose out on in the long term. So it's a short-term gain for a long-term loss, unless he knows something we don't. And the person in last place has taken an attack mode. So we could possibly see him making good moves here. Or maybe at least push towards the rest of the pack, which is, I'm sure, one of his goals here. So we continue on with the event. I'm sorry. We'll see what we're able to do with Mr. Hizzy Fizzy in his attack mode. Half a lap used so far for it. And don't really think he's been able to make any proper meaningful overtakes yet. There's been an overtake for P5, as again, everything shuts down on itself. On my side, so everything just briefly closes and I have to manually open it again. But There's been an
The
overtake.
shoulders fighting Hizzy at the moment. Hizzy have both shoulders up into eighth, ninth. I'm not sure.
Well, there's been an overtake there. Simon is back. Uh, Simon is where he was before, but the shoulders car of Lewis is now under threat from the car behind, who's gained a good 5 places this lap. So we could see 6 overtakes in a single lap from the man with the highest placed attack mode usage at the moment. But as I've said, this short-term game will become a long-term loss due to him being down in attack mode compared to everybody else. You can see everyone does have 2 attack modes left, but unable to utilise them in a way that they would have hoped for Hizzy Fizzy. Of course, using it early for that short-term benefit.
And Mark is fighting for the lead at the moment, I think.
Okay, we'll tab over to the fight with Mark.
He's into the lead, I think. Not sure because there's a lot of lag at
Yeah,
the moment.
Mark is in the lead. Rab has fallen down to second because of that overtake that we temporarily didn't see because we were viewing Mark's teammate of Hizzy Fizzy going absolutely crazy on the attack mode. So could this be a sign for Rub or Mark to initiate their initial attack mode? I know some drivers are going to try to take theirs, both of theirs after their initial pit stop. So I'm being told Fold is cooking, the man in 10th. I'm going to double check where he started, so we'll be able to see. Fold started P14. He's up to 10th on our timing board, but he could be even higher than that when it comes to the timing line. Rab is trying to push ahead of Mark here, which I think he's just about able to do. Which, if he has, is a brilliant comeback, and Lewis has taken attack mode now. So, Lewis and Hizzy are going to... Or Lewis is going to try and monopolise over Hizzy. Fold as well now taking his attack mode. There's a lot of drivers taking their initial attack modes, so the majority of the field has at least used it a bit now. Yeah, Mark just in the lead on the timing board. Ismail has to retire. The man running in last could become the first DNF of the race, which, if that is the case, would be a huge, huge shame for him, running down at the runt end of the field. But if it is a keyboard problem, like he has just said in chat, then that does tend to be terminal for the race that you have run. It's a huge, huge shame for the man running at the back. The teammate is running in P9 there, so we'll see what comes from it. If he is able to finish the race, then so be it, good for him. If he isn't, then that's a great shame for the team. Only having one of their 2 cars finish this race would not exactly be the best way to continue the season, as we get a lot of vision lag here as the game entirely freezes for me, which is a huge shame because this fight is temporarily paused. We're back to it. Someone wall tapping. That's going to be looked up by the FIA after the session. So Rab has taken the lead back. And for now, he has to try and defend off Martin. No idea when they're going to be utilising their pit stops and or attack modes. But yeah, that will happen eventually in this race. Top 2 continuing on as more drivers further back are taking their attack modes. Hizzy Fizzy's up to P4 provisionally on the previous lap, so he made up a lot of moves from where he initially fell down to. Lewis is now up to P4 because of his attack mode. We'll have a look at him, see if he's able to push ahead of, keep ahead of Simon, and maybe even towards Astro, who you can just see in the distance with his name tag equipped. 4-way battle for P8, I'm being notified of. but doesn't appear to. There we go. There's the battle. We can see there's a big pack here attacking the field. All of them appear to be at least attempting to gain the position on the one next to him, and we could possibly see a decent set of strategies coming out to play here, as all of these drivers are out or have not used any of their attack modes. So we could get a very, very nice strategy game starting to form here with all of these drivers. 2 teammates, of course, Blue Dolphins and another one. So one of the nice deliveries on the field. Do prefer this over quite a few others. We watched Leon here. It was the man I was watching originally, but
I disconnected because it's snowing outside. And
and
can you hear me?
OMJ takes an attack mode, and I can hear you. It's just
yeah. Sorry, it's just that
yeah, it's fine.
I might have Wi-Fi problems because it's
fine.
snowing. So yeah.
Anyway, we continue on with the event with this E-Prix, and Lewis is now out of attack mode, so I believe he's going to be stuck in P4. And the Astros dropped back a lot of time there. So top 3 still have their attack modes. The rest of the field starting to utilise them in ways that will benefit them. Racing getting ahead of Leon. And the 2 at the front end of the field, Super and Cola. Super has used both his attack modes. So Super is done for the day. He will not be getting any more attack modes. Expect him to finish down towards the rear end of the competitive field here. Because of that lack of attack mode, he's going to really fail to push ahead of people who don't retire. So big shame for him, losing out. So he's all of his attack modes so early on in the race. It's only lap 8, and he's used all. What is that? 8 minutes. So it's a real shame that he's unable to continue making an imprint on the field here, but sometimes that's the way the strategy fails and the cookie crumbles. But it's all okay. MJ was reported. I believe it was him who was reported. No, it wasn't. It was someone else with a similar username has been reported for wall tapping. He's running in this fight. P13. We got a lot more drivers entering their attack modes now. A lot of the drivers running towards the front end of the field. As you see, a mistake from Mike, and Mark has taken the lead. So
The 2 Red Wings fighting each other now. P9, it seems.
But Mark has retaken the lead here provisionally by a short amount, and Lewis has overtaken Astro. So does Astro have some form of user side problem that's preventing him from pushing as fast as he would have hoped, or has he just lost that initial tyre wear? Has he used it all in this race? As we can see, Martin is in a fearsome battle here with Rab. These 2 really not giving an inch to each other. But we'll see all sorts of stuff happening. Rab gets back through provisionally. They're fighting like they've got collisions, which is something you don't normally tend to see. But it's a brilliant thing to watch. This is a brilliant spectacle up at the front end of the field here. So we'll be able to see what unfolds as this race continues. We'll see what's able to unfold with these 2. Does one of them choose attack mode? No. They're really trying to wait on using both attack modes towards the end of the event, which is a very unique strategy, to say the very least. So we'll wonder and ponder as Rab tries to get through on Mark, but is unable to. Mark appears to just have the edge of pace that he was hoping for. Here's Lewis fighting with Astro here. So these 2 really, really in with it. Trying their best to... and a big mistake there from Astro. Get distracted talking about the fight. They have their own mistake, and Lewis is probably going to monopolise over this and stay ahead for another lap. So, at the end of the day, it's the timing ticker who's boss. So if on your side you're ahead, but the timing ticker says no, then that's where you're going to finish. And it can mean we get some absolutely insanely close race finishes because of that. And a huge lock-up there from Astro. So, big mistakes being made from some on the field here in this event. But majority of the attack modes have been used at least once. People who haven't used any are Mark, Rab, Astro, Simon, Run, Leon, Racing, and a couple of others around that period. And the person at the back of the field who's using none is Agent. So, really unique things going on in this event. We'll be able to see what happens towards the end of it. We've got our first pit stop for Orca, so I think a lot of the people towards the back have pitted, which is the reason as to why they're all of a sudden so far off the back of the pack. Although the front two are just dominating the entire field. So, although Simon has jumped his way up to third there, I think that's Simon. So, he's had an extraordinary lap, unless the others have, the others around him have pitted, so. Just trying to get back to where we were. I've hit the wrong thing there and on there. And yeah, we see the Shoulders in the pit lane going around to his pit booth. Of course, on the first pit stops these drivers will have to make. Let's be quick with the tyre change here. It's quite slow. Quite long pit stops here. They are held for an awful long time before they're able to go. There's an attack mode for Agent. He's used it for the first time. And Astro is trying to push more than he can. I'm sure there's a way we'll be able to see where people have pitted. As we can see, Agent comes out ahead. Yeah, look, we can see who has attack modes left. There's no one to say who's pitted. Some people have got away with 0 corner cuts. Mario fan, who is someone who is super, has a penalty. So the man out of attack modes is in the warning zone or the penalty zone, as the CC limit for the first one is 2. So I'm sure the FIA will be looking at him for a certain set of misdemeanors or whatnot. But yeah, and we see Astro here taking his first attack mode, and he's missed it. Astro's missed his first attack mode. No, he hasn't. It took a very long time. Oh no, he did. He has missed it. Astro's missed attack modes. Simon's taken his attack mode here. So with that big mistake from Astronomical, it's an astronomical problem. For now, at least, he's going to have to take that again another 2 more times. And he's lost a good few tenths on that. So, not to mention the mandatory pit stop. He's really spent this race at the moment. He's into the half race distance. Just about. Yeah, major problems around the field for a few people. As the McLarens are getting lapped at the back of the field there. Not too good for the team.
As Ed makes a stop at the moment.
One of the drivers we've not covered fully this race comes back out with one of the newly formed teams. Currently the 27. It's a really unique livery, a big mismatch of colour. I'm sure a few are attracted to the colour scheme and a few really don't like it, but we're allowed to stay impartial. And out comes a Fold, so those two coming out together. Lewis, currently up in P9. We saw him make a pit stop and drop right to the rear of the field, so Astro being told to box next lap, so
There's race engineers as well?
I don't know, but it's just been said in chat, so we can see that Astro's finally got the attack mode taken properly. He fumbled it last time, and that was let Simon catch up to him. So do we see him pit? Do we see him not pit? He's been told to stay out. I think it could be a troll, but we'll see.
I think it is not sure.
Yeah, he's choosing to stay out. So I mean, it'd be stupid to pit with an attack mode. You just spend it all. through the final corner they go. Simon behind him. Behind Astro here. These two are starting to gain to each other quite close.
I think Rab has caught up to...
Oh, and
Rab has
Astro!
caught up a
Astro,
little bit
big
more.
mistake! He's lost that position well and truly. He misjudged the braking zone and has just flown past the corner, flown past the apex. Now there's only 5 drivers on the field with 2 mandatory stops. 4 drivers with attack modes left. Both attack modes, that is. And 2 of them are leading the race. So if that tells you anything about what's currently going on, then yeah. 3 in the top 5 have 2 attack modes left. The other 2 have 1. Haha, numbers, we love them. They only get mildly annoying after so often. Anyway, Lewis, on a recovery drive from that pit stop, he's waiting for those ahead of him to A, take attack mode, and B, make their pit stop, where they will undoubtedly lose a lot of time. Pit not working for Bruno, so there's a problem in the pit lane for him.
Oh!
There's a lot of people falling down. I do query how far back some people are. Oh! And Mark is pitting. Mark darts out the way very late there. I do have to say, would that possibly be a penalty for a line cross? Because that appeared to be a very late switch up on the pit stop. He moved very, very, very late and went well over what I thought would be permitted in a normal league. Kohler down on the back end of the field has also used his second attack mode, and so has Lally. So
Rab is now into the lead.
Mark has done his mandatory stop, and we'll see where that puts him. Lewis has taken his final attack mode, so expect a lot more of the drivers to be pushing for the final attack mode. Leon has got ahead of has got ahead of Mark as well, but not by much. Oh, and he spun! Leon, big mistake there! On the straight, he's spun and lost the position back to Mark. The position he's just gained, you saw it in the distant part of the shot. The big spin and a lot of smoke just dissipating in the air from a big mistake from him. So, words can only describe the frustration he must be feeling within that cockpit of Leon there. Luckily, he's on the same attack mode strategy as everyone else, and we believe Astro is going to be in next lap, according to the person speaking. He's caught right up to the back there of Rab. So, and in fact is overtaken. So provisionally Astro has taken the lead of the E-Prix here in Rome. Are we going to see bang outs on the attack modes from the top, Seb? Is Bruno
Astro at the moment lapping.
Well, his thing's called Rab, so we're calling him Rab all race weekend anyway. I'll start properly next weekend with the Bruno stuff. I'm going to confuse myself otherwise. Continuing along with this interesting fight, Astro into the pit lane, and again they're all going quite late. So Rab has retaken the lead. Bruno in the lead.
10 laps to go now.
Yeah. Bruno's at the end of the field. Rab. Oh yeah, he was fighting with Rab, not Bruno. I made a big mistake. Bruno, not Rab. That was my fault. Fighting with the wrong driver. So there's Rab currently leading by 40 seconds. He's a mile clear of the rest of the field. I don't know what he's playing at. He could get away with a full free pit stop here. Could even grab an attack mode to really monopolise off of this and you know, find a way through and maybe hold a dominant win. But we'll see where that comes to in the eventuals of everything going on at the moment. There's a lot of possible strategies playing out and a lot of people ending up lapped, but yeah. Who knows where this race could end or how it could end for some of these drivers on the field.
Rab comes into the pit now.
Agent as well making his mandatory pit stop. So we'll watch. That's no one important going past for the race lead at least. The real question is, where is Mark? He's through the hairpin. So no matter what, Rab has taken the lead and absolutely ran away with it.
Who's in second place? It's Mark, right?
Mark, but Rab is going to come out before Mark even gets through the next corner. In the back shot of your screen is Mark. Rab has played the strategy brilliantly and has come out with, I think, a 2-second lead. It's within that sort
That's
of
probably
region.
3.
No, 2 to
Sure.
3. 2 to 3. It's about that fluctuating zone. We'll see when he crosses the line here. Yeah, it's about 2 to 3 seconds. So. Oh, and he's made a big mistake. He's
Rab's into the wall!
Rab is going to lose the lead here to Mark, and Mark goes through.
That was a commentator's curse.
That really was the full-on commentator's curse. Even despite the fact that they can't hear us, that was still a huge coincidence to happen when we mention him pulling out 2-ish seconds ahead. So now Mark
now is into the lead.
Yeah, Mark can just bang out attack modes now solidly and, you know, run away with it. Maybe we'll see him do that, maybe not. Who knows what Mark's able to do in this current position. Lewis in P4, but he's the only driver in the top 10 without any attack modes, so...
Yeah, the V-lag is crazy.
Yeah, will we see Mark taking the attack mode? Yes, we will. He's going to follow the shoulders of Agent through. So... Oh, and Rab. Rab takes it as well. So the top 2 in attack mode, 25 seconds clear of the rest of the field. Full Agent's about to get lapped here, which if is the case would be a huge shame for him. Fortunately, he's dulled down all the way to the runt end of the field. And would be the first driver lapped post pit stops, which is the case there, so... Oh, and we see Run catching attack mode. We just grab onto him as he takes it, so... I believe he's going to lose the position to Leon, who's just ahead of him. But he'll gain that position back once Leon's out of attack mode. Ed as well, taking attack mode. Everyone is now on their final attack modes, or
oh, and I think that was OMJ in the Azure, I think, hitting the wall.
The Azure Autosport team. It's got one of the nicer liveries on the field. Heading down the hill towards the start-finish line. Brushes the wall again, says Leo. A lot of locking up there for a lot of the drivers.
Mark is about to lap Nissan. Oh, I don't know if that was a Nissan or Mark locking up.
Mark. It's not Mark. It's Mark. We're looking at Blue Dolphin driver Bruno, who is getting lapped here now, so... Oh, and there's a moment someone has stopped on the track. I don't know whether that's VLAG or what, but someone has definitely stopped on the track in the final sector. I'm sure the FIA are having a look at that, but could we see some yellow flags for that? Possibly. Simon has entered his last attack mode. And the Nissan has been passed. Oh yeah, that is Lally. He's stopped. I think it's Latin. Or Lalin, even. As is usually
I mean, Lanners is driving on my POV.
Oh, someone else is at a spin. It's his teammate, Omni. Yeah, he's a lot of people having major lag here, causing big problems for others around the field, as well as the commentary crew, to identify what's going on. But we're going to be able to see Mark here take attack mode again, possibly. I don't think he's got enough time, unless, you know, he makes a big mistake and Uses it all up here. I doubt he's going to be able to do much about it. So we'll see. There's not much happening at the moment. Everyone's sort of dulled down a bit. Yeah, he's about 40 seconds too early, I reckon. You know, if he'd just run out of it, he could have made the attack mode and forced Rab to flee behind him by a country mile. And if that did happen, then it could have spelled disaster for a possible race win for him. But anything can happen in this race. Go back to Rab here. Soon to be 70 seconds out of attack mode, and is soon to lap his teammate here. An event that some drivers are all too used to, one of them being really fast and the other one being newer to the sport, therefore not as fast or as on pace. Simon is apparently in a fight here versus Lewis, and yes, there is attack mode versus no attack mode. The Nissan versus the Shoulders. Real life team, a real life company, a real life manufacturer versus a fictional team based somewhere in the UK versus a team based somewhere in Japan. Simon does get through just provisionally, but will he be able to hold the podium spot? That is the great question here. Will we see a possible great thing happen with Simon here? Could he make a big enough mistake that allows Lewis to just run away with that possible podium place that he could be facing? Because after this, they're going to be both out of attack mode. There's a minute left on Simon's attack mode here, so any form of mistake from Simon, and he only has a minute to make it back up again. Is Lewis able to improve that P something starting position and very, very much improve it? But for now, Lewis is just getting gapped by that attack mode use, and Rab has taken his final attack mode, so if he's able to close up to Mark, no matter what, will be able to get away with more attack mode to use. So big problems and dilemmas in the front end of the field. Only 2 retirements here in this race, which is quite a nice change from the stuff I normally cover, where we get upwards of 5. But who's counting, eh? Simon is 15 seconds away from losing the attack mode, and could be 15 seconds away, now 10 seconds away, from being at risk to lose the podium here. 4 drivers, 2 teammates, still with attack mode, well 5, still with attack mode, 2 of them are teammates to each other, and there's Simon out of attack mode, meaning everyone from 2nd to 6th can no longer use that attack, which they may have had in the past. Astro overtaken, and I think is at a big moment because he's dropped quite far back from the nearest cars. Unfortunately, does lose that top 5 place after starting on the front row. So for now, it's not that good of a race for the man who started on the front row, whereas the other man starting on the front row is currently running 2nd. So Simon on the other side of the carriageway there. So, no, he's there. He's taking attack mode. The gap really dropping here. So he's taking it now just to defend from the car behind. I think that's Bruno retiring from the race, given the fact he's not completed the lap yet. And I would assume he would have completed it by now. So make that the 3rd retirement of the day. Which is a huge shame for the team, having one driver possibly in a race-winning position, and the other one unfortunately failing to see that coveted checkered flag. But we'll see what happens in which eventuality of any topic. With 4 to go here out in Rome. Qualifying was separated by tenths of a second, up to seconds, this is minutes. Almost everyone now has taken their last attack mode. There's 2 left, who I believe will be taking them either this lap or next lap. So, oh, and Rab's in the wall. That really won't help. That slight dink on the wall is really going to hold him up. And can we see Lewis in the Shoulders car gain at all on the car ahead? He's about 3 seconds off. That gap has been bigger in the past, so could we see him able to just claw back from any sort of minute mistakes we see here from Simon? We'll be able to see in about 4 laps time, 3 laps time, which is really when the talent will show, because everyone's going to use every inch of tyre they still have on the car to be able to, you know, monopolise everything and claim a ton of time on those around him. His teammate, who I believe will have a penalty, running in 18th. There's quite a few people now on 2cc's. Almost everyone has, so they'll all be given a warning, I would assume. Everyone has at least one, so this is the most even CC race I've ever seen. So, hi Viz. I mean Hizzy, sorry. We saw making some superb overtakes in attack mode earlier. Has really monopolised off of this. He's currently sat on the timing tower in 5th, and I believe is currently running P5 on track. So my initial prediction, where he would soon fall back, was completely wrong. He's used the attack mode to his abilities, to his power, to claim this P5 for now. Can he keep it over the line? The man who started quite far away from this position up here, I believe he started P14 thereabouts, somewhere down on the field. Everyone has now completed their mandatory attack modes. The gap between Simon and Lewis is still around that 3-second mark. But Mark, our race leader, has attack mode and has the ability to win this race. He just needs to use it to his greatest abilities. And we have a Astro here, under threat from, I believe, his teammate behind, and a car behind him of racing. So, quite a few drivers who are able to do good things are able to finally attack each other here. Red, black and white cars, whether that be sponsors or colours, are all coming together at a heat towards the end of this race. As we can see, the gaps are minute on the side of the screen there on the previous lap. 2 to go here. Astro, all he needs to do to keep this top 6 is defend this position. And there's a mistake from the car down in P8 there. So for now, Astro's job is to just keep his teammate behind, to keep a top 6 finish and to get the coveted P6 and P7 finish for the team. I'm not going to make the joke about it. I'll let the people in the comments do that for me. I'm sure they'll have a timestamp as well, because they're that type of people. Anyway, this
YouTube, am I right?
Exactly, and TikTok and every other godforsaken app under the sun. Anyway, we'll see here a slight moment from Astro clipping the curbs. There's still 2 to go. The gap there between Simon and Lewis ever slowly decreasing. I just don't think there'll be enough time for Lewis to properly gain on Simon, although they are getting rather close to each other now with a lapped car in play. So we'll be able to see if anything does come to fruition here. They are quite close. In fact, I think Lewis has monopolised off a mistake from Simon, because Simon appears to have dropped back a bit. So, yeah, Lewis is ahead of Simon on this lap. Could we see this podium fight stay till the very, very last lap? Because if that is the case, I'm sure either way, the teams will be happy with the result from both drivers after seeing a fight this brilliant from the teams. And there's another big mistake from Simon, and he's lost a ton of time. Lewis making his debut here, one of the debutants. Both drivers for Shoulders.
And Mark now starting the final lap of the race.
We'll stay on this battle just for now. It's slowly dying out, but we'll see what's able to come to fruition as Lewis locks up almost into the wall. He knows he just needs to keep it clean from Simon, and then he's able to claim a debut podium on the podium with the two fastest people this weekend. They've absolutely dominated. Final lap, but do not cross the line again once you've completed all the laps, is the official word from the race director. Was that Simon? Yes, it was. Or was that car ahead Simon? Or is it his teammate? It's super ahead of him. So it is. Lewis has the podium place for now. 3 seconds between the two. Lewis cannot afford any form of mistake. He's going to drive this to the line in the best of his abilities. But we're going to go watch the leader here as he enters the final sector now. We'll see where he's able to come out of this. I believe it's basically written in the books now. He's got the final sector to go, so he's going to take the hairpin for the final time. And he's going to celebrate this win. He wasn't on pole. He was knocked out in the duels by shock to everyone who was watching here at the circuit. He's going to be able to clinch the win here by around 10 seconds. Mark has the pit lane entry pass him. He's going to be happy with this. He's got 2 corners to go, but it's going to be...
Soul! Down in 20th, spinning.
But it's going to be Mark.
As Mark comes across the line.
Mark across the line takes the win. Rub, P2, around 10 seconds adrift, 8 to 10 seconds adrift. He's going to be in P2, but the real question is, has Lewis done enough to capture the P3?
No, someone's ahead, I think. Someone's ahead.
Has got back ahead of him. We've missed the mistake. Simon is well and truly ahead now. So...
And Simon...
It's going to be
coming now
disappointment
to the pit
for
lane.
one half of Nissan, and it's going to be absolute joy for another half. And I'm pretty sure no matter what, there's going to be celebrations down in Shoulders today after that brilliant race there from Lewis. But
and here comes Simon to complete the podium.
He's going to round out that podium, and Lewis is going to make it a career starting P4. Best for him and best for Shoulders, just beating out Hizzy. That is absolutely brilliant. The rest of the field is going to come there. Astro managing to keep that P6. And the rest of the field is so close together there. See 2 cars within a tenth of each other. Of course, these gaps are the final gaps. We'll see what happens when everyone crosses the line. We've got a few people, I think, failing to finish. We've got Ed here, who will eventually be coming up to join us at some point soon, I believe. Maybe not this weekend.
Where's Ed?
Certainly be able to
oh yeah, he's pretty far back. He's gonna come.
He will be able to cross the line
cross
here,
the pit lane,
and almost complete the entire field. So
who's so
anyway? With that,
it's yeah.
This has been the Rome E-Prix. There on the left side of your screen, and I'm sure edited later on, will be the finishing results. Feel free to tell us how you thought this race went, and of all the new changes and such happening this race down below in the video. We'll be back later next week, I believe, for the next round of the championship. Goodbye.